So if you're on any of these medications, then you definitely want to make sure that you're going to do supplements with CoQ10 and B vitamins. Carnitine, again, that's energy for the cells, for the heart. Helps transfer the fats into and out of the cells, helps to get those materials in and out of the cells. B vitamins, those are the antioxidants. Best when taken together, so we want a multi-B vitamin versus just a specific B12 or B6. They kind of help each other work together, so a multi-B vitamin is going to be a better option.
If somebody has problems with fatigue, the B vitamin can make an unimaginable difference in like 6 hours.
Yeah.
Between chronic exhaustion and being okay, and going from 6 Mountain Dews a day to none, and being okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you have chronic fatigue, the number one thing you need to have is the B vitamin, and then you'll immediately not need the pop anymore. And it's just like automatic. It's not even fathomable until you actually experience it. It's it's not believable, but it's true.
Yeah, it's awesome. B vitamins really make a big difference. There's some of the new energy drinks that are going to be more natural. Those have a lot more B vitamins in them versus some of the stimulants.
Is there too much B vitamins?
B vitamins are water. B vitamins are water soluble, so you'd have to really take. I mean, you can overdo water if you do too much water. So you can overdo anything, but you can take a higher quantity of B vitamins without having much problem because it's a water soluble vitamin, so your body will naturally eliminate those if you're taking too much.
Because some of the new energy drinks that are more vitamin based, I mean, they have huge amounts. I mean, you're talking like 3,000% vitamin.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
I don't really like recommending taking that much, and you can overdo anything, and you don't want to burn out having too much vitamin B. So normally, too much, your body will just kick it off. But everything within reason, I would say.
Also with the B vitamin, it's important to buy the one with the time release, so that you have it throughout the day, and then not take it at night. I don't think you should take B vitamins after 3 o'clock at night in the afternoon.
Yeah, because it will help. It will boost up your energy.
Because you don't want to stay awake at night.
But it
but
is.
You want the time released one. So like you go to Walgreens, they have B vitamins, and you buy the time released one.
Right, because they are water soluble. So if you take a lot right now, your body will eliminate them, and you'll have to take them again. So taking them throughout the day is going to be a better option. So some in the morning, some in the afternoon. Just taking all of them in the morning. Fat soluble vitamins, vitamin D, vitamin E. Those you can take in one shot. You don't even have to take those every day. The water soluble ones, you're better off taking those multiple times during the day. This is one way to go. Calcium, we need that for the heart to contract. Basically, it helps our body work. Magnesium, same thing, helps those blood vessels relax. Chiropractic, there's some real specific parts of the body that we can adjust that will help with heart function quite a bit. Some of the new studies in the last year or two, they've talked about adjusting C1. They did a huge study on just adjusting C1 and how that lowers blood pressure. So it was huge last year or the year before, where they talked about getting adjusted is just as good as taking 2 blood pressure medications. That's what they found in this study. So there's tons of research coming out on blood pressure and chiropractic, and it was all talking about getting this top part adjusted. These are the nerves, the parasympathetic function to the heart. That's the part that tells the heart to slow down, so to decrease your blood pressure, to decrease the cholesterol. So that comes from the top part of the neck.
And the C1, is that would be when you do the neck thing?
Yep. We need to check the top part of your neck is what we want to check for C1. It's the vagus nerve. Adjusting C1 lowers blood pressure better than 2 blood pressure medications combined, is what the study is saying. Other parts we look at, nerves in the upper part and the back, are the nerves that go to the heart. So that's the sympathetic function. If those are malfunctioning, heart's not going to work correctly. Nerves in the middle part of the back, those are the nerves to the kidney. So if the kidney is not functioning correctly, we don't pump out as much water, water levels stay high, blood pressure goes up. So we want to check the middle part of the back to make sure that the kidneys are functioning correctly. And it's interesting, I've had people that have come in, their legs are ballooned up from they're retaining too much water, blood pressure is real high, we'll adjust that middle part in the back, the leg swelling goes down, blood pressure goes down. So it's very common to have people get adjusted and have their blood pressure and some of their blood tests change. This one, has anybody seen a person that looks like this with their head forward? You'll be able to see this if you walk around the malls or even if you watch TV. Your ears should be over your shoulder. As your head moves out in front, we look at where is this putting all the stress. It's placing all that stress in the upper back. And those are the nerves that are going to the heart. So this posture is very bad for the heart. Closes off the lung capacity, so we're not getting as much oxygen to the body, and putting tons of stress on the nerves to the heart. This is what we call forward head posture. So some of the exercises that we can do to change that is this YWTL exercise and the cat and camel exercise. And so I'm going to have you guys stand up real quick. This is the last thing that we're going to do, and we're going to practice this stretch. This is going to be the one to help out for the exercise. The stretch is going to help out for your heart. It's kind of like YMCA. You just put your hands up in the air, thumbs pointing back, and just reaching straight back, head back. You should feel that stretching across the front of your body. So this is the Y. And then you drop your elbows down. That's the W. Pulling the shoulders back, head stays back. And you might turn just a little bit to the side. And T. So you're going to put your arms straight. You should feel that stretching across the front. And then the last part is L. Drop your elbows right down to your bodies and roll your arms out. And head stays back. So that's the L. That's Y, W, T, and L. You should feel that stretching. If you think about that, that's kind of the opposite position of where we end up spending a lot of our time on the computer with our head down forward, or watching TV, or eating, even driving. This is going to help offset that forward head posture. So I tell people a couple times during the day, when you get up to go to the bathroom, if you've been working on the computer, this would be a really good exercise to work on. And it's an easy one. You spend 10 to 15 seconds in each position. Within a minute, you've done your stretch and you've offset that forward head posture that's putting pressure on the heart and lungs. So we talked about C1, T3, L2. In fact, at any level, subluxation causes stress to the body. So it's going to cause pain. When we're under pain, naturally our blood pressure and our cholesterol goes up. If you get adjusted, decreases stress to the body, naturally blood pressure, cholesterol will go down. So your heart is actually smart. Nerves go to the satiating node. It tells your heart to either speed up or slow down based on the environment and environmental triggers. So if our heart is going too fast or the blood pressure is too high, we need to look at our environment and see what are we doing, why is our stress level high, why is our heart not responding the way that it's supposed to. Because we do have nerves, sympathetic nerves that tell our heart to speed up, and parasympathetic nerves that tell our heart to slow down. Interesting study. This guy is a researcher from an insurance company, and so he was looking at controlling costs. Insurance companies are always interested in how we save money, and he said over a 10-year study, he looked at data, and he found that regular utilization of chiropractic could reduce the need for hospitalization, pharmaceutical usage, and overall global health by healthcare costs by almost 50%. So in his study, hospital admissions went down 60% in people using chiropractic, 62% reduction in surgeries, and 85% reduction in drug care costs. So if we look in the last 10 years, healthcare spending has gone up from $1 trillion a year to over $2.5 trillion. It's going up and up and up. So even though we spent twice as much money, we're not getting twice the benefit. Heart disease and cancer are still going up, so we need to look at what are we spending our money on. So the bottom line is we need to take responsibility, take control, change the reason why the blood pressure and cholesterol is going up in the first place, and then we can lower that naturally the way that it's supposed to. Cholesterol and things like that are important, but we need to look at the reason why they're going up. We need to take the responsibility and understand we have a huge controlling factor in why they're going up. Unfortunately, genes do play a factor, but the major factor is you may just take less cigarettes, less junk food to cause the problem if you have bad genes than if you have good genes. So the genes are important, but the bigger factor is what else are we doing? We need to stop blaming our genetics and take responsibility.